What's cooking, was popping, SJS Nation, SJS fam? It's your girl Shejackiesays, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 1. I know I'm sorry for the late upload, but this upload was supposed to come very early today, but I had a lot of packing to do, so it came late, but regardless, it still came today. Now for Vlogmas, first of all, let me head into what you guys are supposed to expect in this Vlogmas season. So unlike my previous Vlogmas videos where we sit down, I actually pre-shoot most of the content. This time around, I'm just going to be bringing you guys much more closer to my personal life. So expect more vlogs. So I'll be traveling to Ada. So expect vlogs from Ada. Expect vox pops. Expect and most importantly, my best friend is getting married. Yeah, she is. And I intend to vlog that one too for you all to get to know, especially the Ghanaian culture when it comes to getting married. Because I have been here in Ghana for a very long time and I don't even know what entails Ghanaian marriages. Even though I've been taught in school, I know what school taught me. But when it comes to the actual marriage thing, I've never really been involved. And this is actually my very first friend who's getting married. The rest who have gotten married are like my family, cousins, long distance cousins, sisters, and all those kind of stuff, aunties. And my mama actually got married too. Like, no, she didn't get married like married again, but like she actually it wasn't a renewal of out. Like anyways, I wasn't on YouTube like this then, so I didn't document that. But anyways, I am here, and as I said, expect vlogs and a couple of vox pops, and also I have also, as part of my postgraduate studies, I'm supposed to do an internship, sort of like work stuff with a media organization. So currently I'm also working with a big media organization. I don't want to spoil the fun. You like what I say, I don't want to spoil the fun. So I have vlogs of also that coming up, and I have a couple of challenges that I've documented down that I want to give you guys this vlogmas. I want to go like haywire. I want to give you guys like dope challenges that I intend to do. I hope I'll be able to stick and stay throughout the whole vlogmas season, give you guys dope content from 1st to 24th December. Like 24 videos, oh my god. Anyways, but let me know guys, from the video that you're watching today, let me know if there are any changes that you see physically, with how like my reactions and everything. Like I want to know, I just want to assess something. I want to assess something. So leave your comments down below if you feel or if you see any changes. And I also talked about the fact that I'm also done with grad school. Not entirely done, but I'm done with my coursework for the first year. So I think I'm going in circles with that statement. But anyways, so let's get right into today's videos. Now today, I want to talk about something that has been on my mind for the past 3 days. So I was at this YOLO lunch, and I feel YOLO, a lot of people in other countries can actually heard of that name, YOLO, and it's an abbreviation for you only live once. So I was assigned to go and cover an event that day. Like that was YOLO. They were doing a media lunch, and during one of the presentations by the speakers who were invited, one of them, actually it was a woman, she said that the program seeks to educate the youth on sex education. She further on elaborated the fact that a couple of people do not know much about sex and they just want to be curious. And I think what came into mind was, I wish I knew about sex earlier. I wish I knew more about sex earlier. So personally, growing up, my father would always tell me that I'm a grown woman. Not like I'm not grown, but he feels I sort of learned a lot of things at a very early age. So growing up, I really love to read, but not everyone loves to read. Not everyone loved to read. So I love to read. So I got to know a lot of things at tender age. But unlike me, I was never curious about sex. I wasn't curious about how it felt like. I know a couple of people who say that they wanted to know how it felt like, but I, Jackie here, never didn't really want to know how it felt like, because I read books, I saw books, I had seen movies, I had seen that. I knew this was that activity that they call sex. Yes, I knew that activity, but I also grew up listening to other people, and I feel that growing up in the African culture, I know you have this thing where we actually believe that if you teach the child, he's going to get spoiled. Mommy, daddy, I wish you teach them earlier, because the things that they do not know, and they make so many mistakes. Because once you know about it, once you know that okay, there is this activity that is there, this is how it is done, and when you do it, this is the consequences of it. We are aware of it. But if we make it like it's so sacred, it's so this. I know religiously we'll probably say that it's sacred, but have you also thought about the fact that we have a lot of young people living with sexually transmitted diseases? We have a lot of people, like, we have a lot of people who are sick out there. That's the whole point. We have a lot of people who are sick out there, and we have a lot of young ladies who are getting themselves into things that they do not even know of. That's the whole point. I just wish that I knew about it earlier, personally, because if I knew about it earlier, when some people approach me, I knew that this person wants to probably do this. This person wants to probably do this. Personally, it took me a very long time to learn a lot about things, to unlearn, to learn a lot of things. It took probably, let me say, grad school. Let me say before I completed. Let me say the period after a whole lot. Like maybe even when I was in a relation, even when this whole my breakup issue and everything that came about, that was like going viral and all this kind of stuff. I feel I didn't know a lot, but moving forward, I think I got to grasp a lot of things in grad school, and I wasn't really. No one sat me down to talk to me. It was through conversations that I was having with elderly people in my circle. But here's the case: once we teach the African child more about this, I believe that we can go a long way to curbing a lot of preventing a lot of pregnancies that you do not even want. I'm not even talking about unwanted teen. I'm not like teenage pregnancy is like even a thing, but a lot of things that people wouldn't try to do. A lot of now you know it's the whole point is the issue has been placed of you. You have the option to choose. Are you going in for it or are you not going in for it? That is the options that you have. But if you are not taught and you hear of it from your peers and you go and try, now who is to blame? I blame our parents are supposed to be blamed for that, or people around us who are supposed to teach us that they didn't, because now we have something like YOLO. Now you watch. I'm growing up. I was always watching YOLO. They're about to premiere the sixth season next year, January 20th, 2023. I've always been watching YOLO, and I had already grown up, but I think it's a good platform for other people. But what of other people that do not watch that? You get it. In as much as the whole point is, we need to establish the fact that the activity is there. People are doing it. We are all doing it. You get it. We are all doing the thing, but if we act as if that activity you're not supposed to be doing it and your child will be curious and go and do it, who is to blame? Mm-hmm. Who is to be blamed? But I just didn't want my Vlogmas first day video to be about like talking blah 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 blah. But that's what I wanted to tell you, because growing up, as I said earlier, I had learned a lot. But what about my brothers and my sisters who didn't know all these things? Because I have a younger sister at home. She's curious, she's a curious child, she is. And I believe that I need to probably sit her down after this video. Maybe anytime I go back home, I need to probably sit her down, because she just went to the senior high school. I need to probably sit her down and talk to her that sex exists, people are doing it, you have feelings, people have urges. Sometimes I feel I'm weird, but it got to I wasn't having all those like kind of urges that people were talking about at that age. But I know it's like if we put 100%, we have like 80. I don't know how. I'm not backing this by any theory or scientific research. This is just from my head, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people felt it. I don't know which like gender feels it the most, if it's male or female, I don't know. The point is, I feel I need to sit my younger sister down and probably tell her all these things, and the things that I didn't get to know. Then she would have the decision if she chooses, if she's actually going to do it or not. And even if she decides to do it, the precautions that she probably needs to take. And if she doesn't, it is up to her. She knows that, okay, I want to preserve myself, because maybe our beliefs in the Bible tells us so that premarital sex is a sin. Where is that in the Bible? I get that. No, but it's not like fornication and adultery. Yeah, also is in the Bible. Yes, it's in the Bible. So maybe have religious belief like, okay, so there's something like this that if I do, it's a sin. And there's another aspect where it's not really religious, where you'd actually say that, oh, okay, so this thing actually exists, and if I do it, I'm going to get pregnant. If I don't use protection, I'm going to get STDs. If I don't do this, I'm going to do that. Like, you get to learn a lot. So who else agrees with me? Just leave it down below in the comment section. I really want to know your thoughts on bringing this back into bringing this for our younger ones to know. I know most parents would have their views on this, but this is my view. This is my view. I want to know your views down below in the comment section, that if you think that sex education or things pertaining to I don't want to say sexuality, because sexuality is different. Because if you talk about the sex education, the sexuality bit would actually how should I even say it? The sexuality bit will make people understand it a bit more and get to know. We wouldn't be having issues when we are talking about gender and he, she, his, and whatever. I feel all these things need to be known, but because sometimes I feel we get hypocritical when it comes to certain things, and at the end of the day, the ones that are affected the most are the youth, and so on and so forth. So guys, these are some of the reasons why I feel I wish I knew more about sex earlier. I feel sex education should be inculcated. What you say, probably let me learn sense more from you, but this is me pouring my thoughts out. Like for the past 3 days, I mean, this has been in my mind, but hey, I am a big girl now, and maybe I don't need it, but someone out there might actually need it. Let's just share ideas in my comment section. Share this video to your girlfriend, to your boyfriend, to your wife, to your husband, to your mother, to your father, to your grandfather, to your grandmother, to your cousins, to your aunties, to your uncles. Like, share it to them. Let them see. You know that, you understand? Share it to them. Let us see this video. Repost, I beg. The reposting is necessary to me. Like, and of course, I love your comments. I love to see your comments. And thank you guys for watching today's video. Stick in and stay with me until another episode of Vlogmas, which is tomorrow. Enjoy your night and enjoy the rest of your day too. Peace, and I am out. Looking so fly, Shejackiesays, young YouTuber, always on the tube.